Yo, what is poppin'? What's going on, everybody? Hope y'all are having a good day, good night, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I hope it's fun. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope y'all recovered from Thanksgiving festivities. I prefer ham. I don't know about y'all, man. I'm just burnt out on turkey. I had lemon pepper turkey, and that still was just like buns, bro. Anyways, we are back again talking about Wes Watson. Oh, excuse me. Wes Watson. Yo, Jesse on fire. I just came across this on the internet. Just so happened to watch the first 5 minutes, and oh my gosh. So Wes Watson talks about life before he got locked up. Well, apparently all that is a lie. Apparently all of it's a lie. So we're gonna go through a little bit of this. I'm not gonna, put the whole thing out there, but I will provide the link as always in the description, and you guys can go check out Jesse on Fire and watch the video. So let's check this out. See what's popping.
Already know who this dude is. This is Wes Watson. All right, so he is basically the primary focus of the internet that loves to pick a dude out and just light them up. He is the central figure of that community right now.
He's a low
and that is
cow.
definitely a place you do not want to be. I don't care who you are. I don't care how big your shoulders are. I don't care how much jewelry you wear, what your house looks like, how much money you have. It's just like prison. Well, Jesse on Fire, how is that like prison? Simple. It's a numbers game. Okay, when they get it on for you, and you have this army of trolls online, an army of creators who are like,
once you've got a target on your back, it's kind of over, man. Especially if you're somebody who everybody hates. If everybody can come together and not like you because you're just a piece of shit and just make everything miserable for everybody else, it's going to be easy for them to come together and just completely shun you out.
I'm going to light this dude up. It never ends, man. And it just grows exponentially. I have seen it destroy people's careers. I am watching it destroy his career right now. Now, for me, it started right here when Wes did the Fresh Out interview, which I'm sure all of you guys are familiar with. And I was like, man, this guy is really, really talented. I don't exactly remember how this came about, but somehow I ended up in a conversation with my wife and her friends and found out that this dude lived with three of my wife's best friends briefly, well, one of them for a while, and the other two briefly in San Diego prior to him going to prison. And so I found out that what we're going to hear in this interview right here, where he lays out what his life was prior to going to prison, was not true. Okay? Like, not true.
So this is what I'm talking about. Everything prior to him going into prison for the charges that he talks about being popped for getting his whole shot collar mentality going on. He's basically everything, I was just talking about. This is about to, show Wes Watson, in exactly what happened before he got locked up. And Jesse on Fire says it's, just played out day. He lived with three different women, that Jesse on Fire's chick knew. So this is about to get interesting.
True. Pretty outlandish claims, and I know they're not true, and I have always known they weren't true. Okay? And why this is relevant is because here is the genesis of his career.
I started smoking weed. I didn't want to pay for that shit, so I started fucking hustling. I wanted that shit for free. All of a sudden, I start making a couple hundred. That turns into elbows. Then I start pushing some big weight. I start getting 100 packs, 200 packs. I'm driving a fucking Escalade to high school at this time.
Oh, shit.
People are driving fucking Honda Civics and shit that they're...
Wow. It's elbows, man. Like, I know we call them bows here and there, whatever. Pounds, even, just straight up. Ain't gotta be cool about it. And I say we because, yes, even I was one of the many people who helped out in the street pharmacy world. But unlike you, I was a real one.
But, pushing those packs, I was making crazy fucking money. I was getting the BCs from Canada, and I mean, I'm making $400 off each bow. I'm getting 200 at a time. You know, half's going to one homie, half's going to the other. I'm making 80 grand a pop every fucking 10 days.
I wonder if that's actually true.
Basically, Jesse goes over all the stuff, you know, that Wes has been doing, all of his past videos and everything like that. And from the moment at the conference where Wes Watson starts losing his shit, that's when people start looking into all the stuff that he's been saying. Now, he talks about, you know, prison gang lifestyle, all the shit he's done, you know, everything that he did to get him in there. Well, this is the breakdown of what Wes Watson really is.
On Wes Watson. So I think you guys would enjoy it quite a bit. Check out his channel as well. All right, I'm just going to tell you guys what I know, and then we're going to get into some more of the, what has caused all of this for Wes, because this is the inciting incident that caused the absolute downfall. There were people making fun of him before, but this is what really did. But here's what I know. He lived with Gabrielle's friend prior to going to jail. I think it was maybe 18 months to 2 years before he went to jail. So clearly, well after, he said he was driving Lamborghini doors and making 80 grand every 10 days, okay? He didn't have money for rent. He did not pay for bills. He lived with her, and he lived with her two other friends that lived there before him, and then he had to move in with his girl because he didn't have money. And the two other girls hated him so much that they moved out. They're like, I didn't sign up to live with your dude who's totally crazy and is not contributing to bills, and so they left, okay? So he ended up living with Gabrielle's friend. He didn't have money for bills. That is why he moved in with her, and that is it's just true, man. That is something that happened. I know this for 100% sure. Now, let's talk. I mean, honestly, I never put this out there because I didn't think it was important, honestly. Because it's like, okay, well, if the guy's lying about having done time in California, why would anybody believe what he said about what he was doing prior to going to jail? And then I have talked to people like John Bravo's my boy. I love that guy. And he's like, no, it's a big story. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, it's a big story, dude. I'm like,
So, yeah. You know, not only is it, you know, confirmation that he's lied about the prison he's gone to and shit like that, but, you know, his whole situation beforehand, he was never anything he's ever talked about. So he's scamming people by trying to sell this whole fucking image that he's never lived. You know, he's never done any of the shit he's talked about. And bro, like, having to, you know, you're broke. You were a broke boy. You made money off of scamming. You know, that's all you are. You know, there is nothing credible about that. So there's nothing cool about lying about, you know, selling drugs either, fool. Like, everybody wants to be a rapper, bro. Everybody wants to. I don't know what it is with people that are, you know, so delusional, man, that they'll try to sell, they sit there and try to sell this alpha male fucking image to people, when obviously they ain't got shit. They ain't shit in life. Wes Watson, a bum. He never had anything that he talked about. He lied. He never ran with any big hard gangs. Strength Cartel, all of them are a bunch of scammers, bunch of lames. Like, I don't know. I can't understand how these fools wake up every day and just like live in such a fucking false sense of confidence. Like, I understand being a confident person. I walk around with my chest out every day, but at the same time, like, I don't walk around like my shit don't stink.
But apparently it's a big story, so there you guys go, dude. There's the big story. Now, I am not a person who's rooting against this guy. I never root against anybody. I actually find it a repulsive, personality trait to want to see people get destroyed unless they are complete evil bad guys. I don't actually think that's what this guy is. I think he got carried away. Now, this is a horrendous look. Okay, when I saw this, I knew this was coming, dude.
Yeah, for real. Like, Wes Watson isn't some supervillain. Like, he ain't some evil guy. He's not some bad guy, some crook or whatever. He's playing a role. He's a bad actor. and he got carried away with that fucking role he was playing, dude. If he could just admit to himself and say, hey, I'm not this gangster that I portray in my head, that I sell to these fucking idiots online. I'm Wes Watson. He'd probably be a lot more cooler of a dude. If he stopped fucking trying to push this tough guy act and faking, he's posing. He's a poser. He's a fake gangster. You can't be. Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks, fool. I believe like if this fool was to be real with himself and then start doing his self-help shit, he would be a really cool dude. But since he tries to play this tough guy role and try to flex on people anytime they try to, come at him, it just makes him look like such a bitch, dude. It's funny as shit. The ex that he was just with, the escort. What is it? He recently took her and her friends out for dinner and paid for everything like that. And I guess sometime after that, they got into an argument or he hit her up, and then he started asking for all the gifts that he gave her back. And she posted on her Snapchat, I think it was, calling him a loser. What kind of a man, asked for gifts back, after, the relationship ends or whatever. And I know some dudes who are like that, and honestly, I think they're some of the most cuck dudes ever. Yet again, showing how pathetic of a man he is, or lack of a man, for better words.
I am just going to say the following thing, okay? People who flex the check out the size of my arms thing. Okay, now I don't know if everybody knows what my world is, but my world is combat sports. Okay, I cover UFC, I still cover UFC. I cover a lot of other stuff now, but that's the world I'm dialed into. Okay, as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to jiu-jitsu. And in our world, the guys that literally all they do is lift weights, and then which is fine, dude. If you just want to lift weights, that's completely fine. Lift weights, get huge, that's awesome. But if you both lift weights and then use that as a reason that you think you can punk people around like you're this big violent threat, okay? That's what I'm talking about. I want to make perfectly clear. People who work out all the time, good for you. That is a positive thing. But if you work out and you get jacked and then you use that to throw your weight around you better not step to me, okay? I cannot tell you how stupid you look to people like me and people who come from my world. Because we're like, that's not going to help you, dude, okay? That's not going to help you. You can have all the muscles in the world. All that's going to do is make you tired fast. And then we're going to hurt you. Although you probably won't get to the part where you're tired because you'll be unconscious before you get tired, okay? Getting big muscles is not a reason to flex yourself as a violent threat to people like us, okay? People come in with muscle bound all the time. We whip their fucking ass, dude. It doesn't help, okay? It's going to hurt you.
Yeah. A lot of times people start hitting up the gym and their ego gets to them instantly. Or, in Wes's case, they start hitting the juice and that ego starts getting pumped. And it's not a confidence thing. It's just an ego thing. And they get big and they start picking on people and try to bully others around and try to act like they're better than everybody. Like Jesse said, they can't fight. They're going to get tired. And then they're going to get their asses whooped by somebody who's more trained, more skilled. So, mind yourself, guys. Don't follow people like Wes Watson. I'm glad I found this video. This was really fun. I suggest y'all, check out all of JesseONFIRE's video. He talks about more than just, what I've covered. He goes in depth on all of Wes Watson's videos, and he really just calls him out for everything he really is. And I said it in my other video, people who are actually about that life, they are really chill people. JesseONFIRE, he's not super jacked, but he could beat your ass. People who are really, trained fighters who are, about confidence, about, self-improvement and stuff like that. They're going to be people who, either came from a bad background, they got into, an activity like, combat sports as a form of discipline. And you're going to see that a lot in people who are really about, self-improvement.
It doesn't help, okay? It's going to hurt you in that world. So you should, A, stop acting like a violent threat, period, because you're a fucking grown-up. People should be able to look at you and know. You don't have to, there's no reason you need to, Wes, or fucking, what's his name that Steven Strangles people was messing around with, God, what's his name, dude? The guy that, the strength cartel guy called out to fight, and he pulled a knife on him. Like, those guys, they're a fucking joke to us, dude. You go around, you throw your weight around, your weight is non-existent. You don't know how to fucking fight, guy, okay? Stop telling people you're going to beat them up unless you go and learn how to beat people up. Otherwise, people who know how to beat people up are going to look at you and believe me, whether they say it or not, because generally you keep it tight to the vest, what we're thinking is, okay, scary. Oh, scary. You know what I mean?
And that's one reason why so many people are making fun of Wes Watson. Because there's a lot of people who know how to fight. And they're not super jack like that. They know super jack dudes like that are fucking always loud. They can't fight. And a lot of people that are trying to be like Wes Watson are all mouth. And that's it. They want to get swole so that they can pick on other people. They get bullied. They get picked on. And so they want to have that alpha male confidence so that they can go and pick on other people until someone who knows how to fight comes and fucking whoops that ass. People who know how to fight don't be talking so much.
It's ridiculous. It's dumb. Don't do it. If you're a big guy, learn how to fight and then stop telling people about how you're going to beat them up. I remember just everybody stop talking about beating people up unless you know how to beat people. Like, if you know how to fight, maybe you can talk about it. If you don't fucking say it. Because for sure, here's the other thing too. People who know how to fight, don't say it. Okay? The people who know how to fight, don't say it. Because you want to know what else you learn when you know how to fight is that there's always someone tougher than you, much tougher than you. I go on my channel all the time. People talk shit in the comments, or I'll just yell, strangle you unconscious. I never respond to them because I'm like, maybe. There are a lot of people that can strangle me. The end.
I on the other hand, I like it. It entertains me. So I'll go back and forth with people in the comment section. It entertains me. Anyways, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all go over to JesseONFIRE's page. Watch the whole video in full. He goes through detail. Explains a lot more. If you guys are looking for, a mentor or something like that, go follow JesseONFIRE. Go like the original video. Go subscribe to JesseONFIRE. Make sure you guys subscribe to my page as well. Like the video and comment. Please share. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.